Hi everyone, we're in Monroe, North Carolina, and we are talking HOA and HOA board members and security cameras. Basic rule of thumb for the HOA is be very careful, no audio video. But anyway, stick with us, let's see how this goes. Thanks. Alright, now imagine it's May 2022. You're out here working in your little garden, planting some plants, and you overhear a conversation. Well, when your neighbors are close and they're out in the backyard, you'll overhear some stuff, I guess. Well, this member, he overheard a conversation that really disturbed him and worried him and wanted to go in. This member is an outspoken critic of the HOA board members of this community. And in May, this member's neighbor, for the very first time, become a board member. At the same time, he overheard this conversation that the neighbor and his wife was having as they were activities in their backyard. I don't know. They was pulling a wagon, I believe they said, and the new board member told his wife that this member's fence wasn't going to help his privacy. Now that's disturbing in itself, isn't it? Your neighbor says to his wife, your new privacy fence wasn't going to help your privacy. What does that mean in reality? I mean, why even say that? Are you bragging? Are you doing something you're not supposed to be doing? So this member started looking. And he also noticed that these two people, they've always been nosy neighbors, but you'll have that. You know, you love our neighbor, right? Yeah, when you can. So he was noticing that these two were spending a lot of time looking over his fence, under his fence, and through his fence. And one of the things he did, this little metal going across here serves several purposes. It reflects sound, also reflects sun. It gets it to the backside where this fence is. A lot of times your plants back here won't get any sun, so this is kind of like a little semi-mirror, but also prevents your nosy neighbors from walking up and down your fence line looking through the cracks so they can see what you're doing in your own backyard. Now that's pretty sad. That even got to me a little bit. I said, you do what? They done what? So this member, after hearing that comment and seeing that he's had to resort to a few things to maintain his privacy, he started looking. He wanted to know what was going on. There's no close trees. There's nothing around. I mean, what exactly is going on the other side? Now he continues to look, and he looks. The time frame is not very knowing. It was in May, and then he has went to looking. Come around here to the front side. You got a parking area for his vehicles. And he says, well, got a tree here. So let's go. Let's see what we got. And there it is. He took photos, made a video, never said anything, tried to catch the homeowner, but just because they're out in the yard doesn't mean they have to speak with you. They don't have to talk to you. It's best for you to just move on, and that's what I did. And if they're both outside, I would suggest not speaking to them alone at all. Anybody that's a bad enough person to do this is most definitely to have those two say that you said something you didn't say. And it's going to be 2 against 1. That's the main reason this member tried to approach the only person that's the property is named to, and that was the male owner, which is also a newly board member. But this camera has caused a lot of issues. All right, it's got audio, okay, and of course it's video, and I've got some of the same type cameras. They're pretty good. They're wireless, but it's not suggested security camera. So what do? All right, excuse me a minute, work with me. So we're gonna try something. I tried to set this up. I don't have a hand today. All right, I'm back with it here. We're going to try to attempt to show you the length of the thing and going up with the tape measure. I don't even know if you can see that, but my readings on it is 82 inches. So 82 inches, if you don't know, that's just under 7 feet. It's actually 6 feet 10 inch, and from that position we'll show y'all what they got a view of. And with it being an audio, if you stand out here in this driveway, you're sitting here actually in your truck, it's going to be kind of hard to understand, but I don't know if you can tell through there or not. But if you're sitting in the truck, that's what you're looking at right there, is that camera. All right, now this camera is an Amazon Blink, so it turns. It's just not stationary. They can turn it left or right. And that's been the issue, because during the summer months it was pointed in the wrong direction. And how we know that is we had them take pictures, and the only thing you can see is a blue light and a red light, but by the time they got to it, it was already moved. And again, the member was worried. Looking at it, you would think, oh well, why in the world would someone do such a thing? What would be their reasoning? Well, this member being, we wanted to move around and get another view. That window you see right to your left there has no screen. It has come to a concern for the member. He caught them working out of that window, and his thinking is that he was coming out of that window, going to the other side of the tree, in the dark, being hid by the tree and by the privacy fence, and moving the camera as he wants. That's the reason it's only 6 feet 8 inches off the ground, and that's measured. So the standard would be 10 feet off the ground. If you want to have a security camera, you don't want anyone to be able to get to it, right? But that one there, as you can tell, I'll zoom in here if I can. It's on a pyramid, and it's on a ball inside there, and it can move left or right very easily, up and down. And it's just over the fence. Now when you put this up with all the evergreen and the trees, as you can tell up here, Let me see if I can help you out. Now, he's recently cut a branch there, cut some branches here, but when that was originally put up, he thought he had a lot of shade, or shield, I should say. Shield? Is that a good word? Hiding it, but able to see in certain spots of the yard. So as we look, and we're looking at this situation here with this camera and a board member, I'm bringing it to your attention. I want y'all's opinion, of course. Absolutely want your opinion. Of course, we believe that this fellow's privacy has been, oh my Lord, just completely blown away, just taken away from him. He has none. The camera is not set to a standard. It's set to easy to get to, swiveling, and it's got audio. If you're in the driveway, they can clearly hear and understand if you're having a conversation with someone else right out here. And as we're looking, you can tell this right there. Yeah, see when you get into it. See when you get into it right here. So if you're sitting back here, you've got that right there. Let's see how many feet that is. How much is that? I'm guesstimating this 2 feet off the property line and off this truck. Let's say all right, that's what it is right there. That's 10 feet. That's how high it should be. And it's 10 feet away from the truck. And actually, less than 8 foot off the driveway. And then it goes over to the fence and whammo bammo. So, everyone wants to secure their home. We can totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. But you don't want to violate someone else's. Now, if you've got a reason to do it, and you can prove the reason that they are wanting to look, this one in this case was a 40% increase in dues for this certain community all at one time. An additional thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, with no explanation. It seems like this board member used this to see if this member was getting any kind of traffic, any conversations about what the board was doing, maybe find out who he's talking with, and maybe go and speak with those persons and tell them what they wanted them to hear. We don't know the case. That's only speculation. But either way, you look at the basics. You have a person that's invading your neighbor's backyard when it's evident that this neighbor has not bothered you, not has done anything to you. Matter of fact, he put up a privacy fence. You would think they would say thank you. That's not the case in here. The case here is, well, now you got a privacy fence. We're going to still do whatever we want to do to see what you're doing at all times. Is that right? Is that something that you would want from a board member? And as a board member, is he sharing photos or videos to the other board members that he's receiving off that camera, which it covers the driveway? The member's here's wife was going to work every morning, and the camera was catching her at the end of her sidewalk and turning on, and it was videoing her every morning going to work. And she finally just had enough. Can we not do something about that? It's not even pointed towards his house. At that time it was not. It might have caught a little bit of the side of his house, but it was going towards the driveway, the front of this home, where you could have a picture video stamp, date and time of every vehicle person that's coming over to this member's home. That's a lot of information to take in. It's on a tree. It's not attached to his home, and it's on. It's at least 15-20 feet from his home. If it was on the eve of his house, would be understandable. Not to the fact to where it is now. It serves no purpose but easy access, and it's close enough to try to hear conversations. Now they've been asked to remove it, put it on the corner of the eve of the house. They still get corner shots of the house, all down inside the house, but they moved it from over here, right there on that eve, right where the downspout is. It was there, and then in May they moved it over here in the tree, which anybody will tell you. You don't want to put, if you're at your home and they need to be on your structure, not a tree. So I know I'm really bad at this video, and I'm just showing you some of the fencing. But the problem here is, what do you do in this case? You have a board member that's obviously a very, very, very bad person and committing very, very, very bad behavior by even having a camera in that predicament and then refusing to move it just to be nice. That's not even part of the conversation. They are very defiant in their reasoning, which it all makes no sense. It just makes you think that they're big fat liars, but my God, who knows? But what do you do? Okay, you got several options. You can write a letter out to, in North Carolina, the North Carolina Attorney General's office, and let them know. You can contact ACLU, file a complaint with them. Now, all these just take some time out of your day, not money out of your back pocket. If you wanted to get serious, you thought you accrued damages, contact a local attorney, give them the information. It'll probably cost you, you might as well say it's $400 an hour. He could send out a letter to them asking them, that it may be removed. You might better get away with that for $800. But you're going to be out of pocket $5,000 to get this bad person just to do right. And if you go after the board, because they are receiving this information, whatever's gathered from this camera, that makes them guilty also. You could go that route, but there again, you're going to be $10,000, $15,000. The HOA will be out probably $20,000 or $25,000. And for what? What damages have you occurred? Now, if you know the damages you've occurred, you're going to have a different situation. Immediately, if it's caused, if they've looked in our kitchen window with the camera. I've only caught it there once, did not get a picture of it. But they did show me videos that they do have of the homeowner going to it and easily moving it side to side. So it's real evident. And that window over there, that was a trick. I was really surprised by that they were able to be able to use that window. But I'm going up here and let you get another view. And I'm at the edge of the house. And if you turn that camera around, you're looking, you're looking dead at these people on their back porch. With all that being said, you don't have much recourse. You can sue them. Everybody and their brother that knows about it has either said just take it down, throw it away, break it. It's all kind of suggestions. None of them would fit the bill. That's exactly what these assholes are wanting. They're wanting you to do something because they're looking for any reason at all to make you look bad. So you have to, they're the stupid ones, not you. So don't act that way. Get a hold of an attorney. Get a hold of North Carolina Attorney General's office. Reach out to these agencies, and let's see if they can get something resolved before you start spending your own money or making the board and HOA spend your other neighbors' money. It's very sad to even have a situation like this, and it's terrible. I hate it for anyone. You are kind of stuck. You can block it, put up trees. It's just you're just limited. I don't know what else to tell you. You want to spend money, you want to go after them, you go after them. You can throw up a laser or a light up on it where it doesn't work. You can set a radio out here on some talk channel, just have it running, and that would break off, have a little noise, so it might mess up their audio. And then whenever you see them outside, just tip your hat and know inside that you are the better person. There's not much else to say, and you can't say anything good about these people. It's been there for months and months. They thought they was getting away with it, but they found out they wasn't. So let's see how it goes. I want y'all's opinion. We're going to make probably 2, maybe 3 more posts on this same subject, and we're going to cover a lot of other stuff. We're going to cover how they responded to a complaint, and we're going to put all the videos that the member has showing this board member messing with this camera. Okay, for now, we appreciate y'all tuning in to the HOA Night-Marez NC. Hope to catch you on the next one. So let us know what you think. Is it nothing or is it something? Y'all take care now. Appreciate you.